Hello, namaste to everyone. I am Professor Venkataramo BR, Assistant Professor of English at Government First Grade College, Gudibande. Well, I welcome you all to this English class. We are going to learn a one play titled as The Bishop's Candlesticks. It is an adaptation of a section of Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. It is written by Norman Macdonald. Please do watch the video till the end. Now let's come to the contents of this video session. This video session includes the characterization of the play, The Bishop's Candlesticks. After knowing the characters, we are going to test ourselves with the multiple choice questions. Now come to the characterization. In this characterization, we are going to know the characters involved in this play. The first and foremost character or the main character is said to be the bishop. His name is not mentioned in the entire play. Likewise, we have another character, the convict. His name also is not mentioned in the play. We just call him a convict. Followed by these two characters, we have another character, a lady character, titled as Parsome. She is the sister of the bishop. Then another minor character is said to be Mary. She is said to be the cook of the house of the bishop. Followed by this, we have another character. He is said to be Sergeant of Gendarmes. Now, we have the last character. It's called Janity. She does not appear on the stage, but there is a discussion about the character. Yeah, let us begin with the characters. The first character that we are going to discuss here is the bishop. The bishop was, as Parsome's sister says in the play, the best man in all France. He was a true bishop indeed. He followed Jesus Christ's teachings of love, charity, benevolence, and forgiveness in true spirit. He helped his parishioners. So, when Bishop sold Sarcellas to pay Mary Gingo's rent, who was ill, he tried to follow one of the most important teachings of Jesus Christ. His encounter with the convict was a litmus test of his virtues, which he passed with flying colors. His patience, love, care, and magnanimity transformed the beast-like convict into a good human being. The bishop's character stands still today as an epitome of virtues which every person should try to emulate. Now let's come to another character. The character is called as the convict. The convict was not a convict since his birth. He was an ordinary man with a loving wife who lived respectfully before he became a hard-hearted criminal. The truth is, the carelessness of society turned him into a beast. The apathetic people of society compelled him to steal food for his starving and sick wife. The cruel society had no sympathy and pity for him. Instead of sympathizing with him, the police arrested him and tried him in court. Even the cruel judge did not hesitate to pass such a harsh sentence against him. He was treated like a beast for such a minor and pardonable offense. He was beaten, fed on filth, and tortured. His wife died in the absence that turned him into a criminal. However, the inborn goodness always remained suppressed in his heart. The kindness of Bishop again brought his goodness to the surface and he was transformed. Now let's come to another important character of the play, that's called Parsome. Parsome, though the bishop's sister, is poles apart from her brother. She has been portrayed as an ordinary human being who is insensitive to the spiritual values of mercy, charity, benevolence, forbearance, and sympathy. Her ordinariness sets off the bishop's magnanimity and grandeur. From the opening scene, we see her behaving harshly with Mary. She scolds her for being slow in her work. She does not want her brother to be so generous, charitable, and helpful to the people of his parish and other peoples also. She feels people take undue advantage of his charitable and generous nature. She gets angry at the bishop when she comes to know his act of selling the silver salt cellars to help Mary Gringoire, an old distressed woman. Similarly, she does not want her brother to give Mary his comforter when he offers it to Mary to keep warm in the bitter cold outside. Likewise, her reactions when the convict breaks into the bishop cottage are quite ordinary. However, as a sister, she is quite caring and loving. She cares for her brother's comfort and well-being. She knows he is the best man in all of France. Now let's come to another character, that is Mary. Mary was the cook at the bishop's house. She was a very well-behaved girl. Her mother was ill, and the bishop had gone to her house to see her mother and pray for her. She did not mind personal scolding. The bishop trusted her a lot. She also ran errands for the bishop. The bishop sent her to Monsignor Gervais to sell silver salt cellars to him to help Mary Gringoire. She was a grateful girl. She revered the bishop quite sincerely. Now let's come to another character. It is the sergeant of gendarmerie. He was a sub-inspector of the French police party that caught the convict in the middle of the night when he was sleeping suspiciously. He had a sharp memory as he recognized the bishop's candlesticks and brought him to the bishop for recognition and confirmation. He respected the bishop a lot, though he suspected the convict to be a real criminal. He released him at the bishop's request. Now let's come to the another important name that is mentioned in the play, that is called Jeannetti. Jeannetti is not the character of the play, but name mentioned in the play. This person does not come on the stage, but there is a reference about Jeannetti in the play. Well, Jeannetti was the convict's wife. 10 years ago, the convict lived in a small cottage with his wife, Jeannetti. His wife fell seriously ill. Jeannetti needed food and medicine. At that time, the convict was without a job. This led him to steal and buy food for his dying wife. He stole money for the first time to buy food for her. He was caught by police and none of his pleas was considered. He was imprisoned for 10 years, during which Zanetti died. Hence, the cause of her death was starvation and sickness. Now let's come to the multiple choice questions. This is to test yourself. Whatever the things that you have watched till now, you can test yourself by watching these multiple choice questions. Soon after the question, the answer is followed. Please check yourself. Thank you for watching this video. Please wait for another video wherein we'll have much more discussion about the play.